Hey guys, welcome to another video from Historic Militaria. Today we are looking at a purely Soviet helmet, and this is the SSH-68, which is sort of the evolution of the SSH-39, 40, 60, and into the 68, which is sort of the last variant of their steel helmet. The SSH, in case you were wondering, stands for Stalnoy Shlem. Well, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, but that's how an American will pronounce it. And 68 is obviously the year of introduction, 1968, and that translates just to steel helmet. So there's a few things that you'll notice immediately about this. It differs from the SSH-40, which was the standard Soviet helmet, in that it's a steel helmet, just like all the others. It is a shorter brim here and shorter outer edges and the much larger, more pronounced dome here. And you've got your rivets on top and your chin strap rivet down here. So two here, turn around, repeats on the other side, two top, one bottom. These helmets are still actually in use by certain elements of the Russian military because they had so many of them, and they're a very good helmet. They are being replaced by Kevlar, and I believe the 6B47 is the replacement Kevlar for that, that's going into current service and is in current service with Russian military forces. But a lot of these are still hanging around. There are product improved variants of this that actually have inserts that can make them a little more resistant to small arms fire. Current users of this is going to be pretty much anyone that received Russian aid, and that's going to be North Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan. I know the Philippines are actually using these. They received some in the late 2010s, I believe around 2017. And pretty much all the former Soviet republics have tons and tons and tons of these. As a matter of fact, these are still being used in the Ukraine Russian conflict right now. They have been seen, and they're serving there too. This particular one, the other difference that you're going to look into is the Soviets at the time finally kind of went for a better liner, and this is just a brown, looks like Gralex or just some sort of fiber liner. Maybe it's if that's leather, that's a really thin, cheap leather. I mean, it's not on any par with, certainly a Swiss helmet or a Czech helmet or something like that actually is very nicely manufactured inside. So you've got these sort of flimsy pads and a little bit of padding underneath them. And you've just actually got a string that kind of keeps everything together. And I can't imagine that's super sturdy for a winter use. And your chin strap is a nice leather. It's a little bit better. It almost feels like suede on one side, so it's untreated on one side and treated on the other. And you've got a little bit of padding for your chin. The thing with these is they're actually made to be worn with a really heavy hat underneath them, which is unlike what you would see on a NATO helmet. So they're very adjustable for that. You can wear a Ushanka or something like that in very cold weather. They are made for Arctic warfare. In typical Soviet style, they were stamped with a maker mark. And if we can get a good shot of that. And that is just your maker mark, and this one was made in 1984. And you've got the ZKO, which is eluding me as to what factory that is. I believe that's the Red October factory, and they were making helmets in World War II as well. And just that is a size as well above that. That's a size 1, so that's actually the smallest size, and they come in 3 different sizes. And that's just pretty much an overview of your SSH-68 helmet. Seems like these have kind of dried up. They're not super easy to find. Because they are still in use and a lot of countries do still want them. But they're an interesting Cold War relic that is still floating around, and if you do find one, it's not going to be super expensive, and you can actually get them in unissued, very, very nice condition like this one, which really has only seen some service use or probably actually just storage use more than anything. So if you definitely do collect Soviet or Russian equipment, this is one to consider, and sort of an overlooked one because everyone goes for the SSH-40. But this is what you're going to be looking for, and is a historic helmet because it is what the Soviets did wear in Afghanistan and Chechnya, and certainly in the Ukraine conflict right now. And it is just a very unique looking one with the different dome and sort of the really short sides here. So if you enjoy seeing this, like and subscribe, and if there's anything you'd like to see us do a video on in the future, let me know and we'll see if we can get our hands on it. Thanks for watching.